You know, it's funny how we take our vision for granted. Like, I can't tell you how many times I've lost my keys, and they were right there on the counter the whole time. But today's deep dive is all about keeping our eyes healthy so we can, actually see clearly.
Yeah.
We're taking a look at this super interesting article all about eye health.
Uh-huh.
And one of the things that really jumped out, it's so important to get those regular eye exams,
Oh, absolutely.
but they go beyond just the basic ones, right?
Mm.
They highlight those dilated eye exams, the ones where they dilate your pupils. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah, where they put those drops in.
Yeah, and everything gets all blurry for a little bit.
Right, exactly.
So why are those dilated exams so important? What do they reveal that a regular exam might miss?
It's like, imagine trying to look at a giant painting, but you can only see a tiny portion at a time through, like, a peephole.
Okay, I'm with you.
That's kind of what a regular eye exam is like.
Okay.
Dilating your pupils is like opening up the whole window.
Ah, I see.
So the doctor can get a much clearer view of the entire retina, which is the back of your eye where images are processed,
And that's important because
because it allows them to see early signs of problems, like tiny little changes that might not be noticeable yet, but
Yeah.
could turn into something more serious down the line.
like what? Give me an example.
Things like glaucoma, macular degeneration.
Okay, those are the serious ones.
Exactly. And what's even more interesting is that sometimes these eye exams can reveal systemic health issues too,
Systemic meaning.
meaning they affect your whole body, not just your eyes.
So it's about more than just vision then. It's like a checkup for your entire well-being.
Exactly. For example, they can sometimes detect signs of diabetes in the blood vessels at the back of the eye.
Wow, I had no idea. That's pretty incredible. So we're talking about early detection. And that makes me think about family history, right? Because if eye problems run in your family,
Absolutely. Knowing your family history is key when it comes to eye health.
it's like having a heads up, isn't it?
Exactly. It's about understanding your risk factors. Like, if your parents both needed reading glasses by a certain age, there's a chance you might too.
Or if there's a history of glaucoma or something like that.
Right. But it's not a guarantee, right?
Yeah.
It's just about being aware and proactive.
So even if, say, macular degeneration runs in your family, it doesn't mean you're destined to get it.
Exactly. It just means you and your doctor can be extra vigilant in looking for any early signs.
So knowledge is power.
Absolutely.
You're armed with information. You can take steps to mitigate those risks.
Exactly. Early detection and management can make a world of difference.
So we've talked about the importance of eye exams, family history, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
But what about the everyday things we can do to keep our eyes healthy? I bet you're going to tell me to eat my carrots right.
Well, there's a reason that old saying sticks around. Carrots are actually a great source of vitamin A, which is super important for eye health.
Okay, so carrots, check. What else is on the menu for good vision?
This article goes way beyond the basics. It talks about a whole rainbow of foods that can benefit your eyes.
A rainbow of foods. Tell me more.
Think vibrant colors, those brightly colored fruits and veggies.
Yeah.
They're not just pretty to look at, they're loaded with antioxidants.
Antioxidants.
Yeah.
Okay. And antioxidants are good for our eyes because
They protect your eyes from damage.
Mm.
You see, one of the things that can harm our eyes is something called free radicals.
free radicals, those sound kind of scary.
They can be. They basically damage cells, including the cells in our eyes. But antioxidants, they neutralize those free radicals.
So they're like little bodyguards for our eyes.
Exactly. And some of the most powerful antioxidants for eye health are called lutein and zeaxanthin.
Lutein and zeaxanthin. Those are hard words to say. Where do we find those?
You'll find them in leafy green vegetables, things like kale, spinach, collard greens.
Got it. So eat your greens.
Exactly. And they're especially good at protecting your eyes from blue light.
Oh, interesting. From screens and stuff like that.
Yes. So they're like internal sunglasses for your eyes.
Wow. That's amazing. Okay, what else? What other foods should we have on our grocery list?
Don't forget about omega-3 fatty acids.
Those are the ones you find in fish, right?
Exactly. Fatty fish like salmon, tuna, mackerel.
They're good for our eyes.
They are. They help keep the cell membranes in our eyes healthy, especially in the retina.
Then remind me again, what's a retina?
That's the back part of the eye that detects light and sends signals to the brain.
Right. Okay, so leafy greens, fatty fish. What else? We can't forget vitamin C.
You got it. Another powerhouse antioxidant. You'll find that in citrus fruits, berries, bell peppers.
So basically, a colorful plate is a good plate when it comes to eye health.
You got it. Eat the rainbow.
This is great advice. But what about supplements? Do they have a place in all of this?
That's a good question. Supplements can be helpful for some people.
But they're not a substitute for a healthy diet, right?
Exactly. A healthy diet should always come first.
So if someone's thinking about taking supplements for their eye health, what should they do?
The best thing to do is talk to your doctor.
So we've covered a lot of ground here, talking about eye exams, family history, and all those amazing foods that can help protect our vision.
It's amazing how much power we have over our eye health just through simple lifestyle choices.
Exactly. Speaking of lifestyle, what are some of the everyday habits that can make a big difference? I'm hoping you're going to tell me that binge watching my favorite shows counts as eye exercise.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but there are definitely some things you can do in your daily life to support your eye health.
Like what? Give us the goods.
Well, remember how we talked about exercise being beneficial for managing things like diabetes?
Yeah, and how diabetes can really impact eye health.
Right. Exactly. So getting those regular workouts in, it's not just good for your heart and your waistline, it's also great for your eyes.
Okay, so exercise is a big one. What else?
This next one is huge, and I can't stress this enough, quitting smoking.
Yeah, I figured that was coming up. It's like the evil villain of the health world, isn't it?
Pretty much. Smoking is incredibly damaging to your eyes. It increases the risk of cataracts, macular degeneration, optic nerve damage, you name it.
Wow, okay, so note to self. Put down the cigarettes, pick up some carrots.
Exactly. And while you're at it, let's talk about screen time. We're all guilty of spending way too much time staring at screens these days, right?
Oh, absolutely. I'm practically glued to my phone sometimes.
Well, there's a simple rule that can really help with eye strain. It's called the 20-20-20 rule. Have you heard of it?
Yeah, I think so. Write me how it goes again.
Easy. Every 20 minutes, take a 20-second break to focus on something at least 20 feet away.
Okay, so every 20 minutes, look away for 20 seconds at something 20 feet away. Got it.
It's such a simple thing, but it really does make a difference. It gives your eye muscles a chance to relax and refocus.
I can imagine. And it helps prevent those headaches and dry eyes that come with staring at a screen for too long.
Exactly.
This has been eye-opening, no pun intended. So, to wrap things up, what are the top 3 takeaways you want our listeners to remember?
Number 1, get those regular eye exams.
Dilated ones too, right?
Yes, especially the dilated ones. Early detection is key.
Absolutely. Number 2,
Eat a colorful diet. All those fruits, veggies, fatty fish we talked about, they're not just good for your taste buds, they're good for your eyes too.
love it. And lastly,
Don't underestimate the power of lifestyle choices. Exercise, quit smoking, and give your eyes a break from those screens.
fantastic advice. It's amazing how much we can do to protect our precious vision. And on that note, we'll leave you with this thought. If you could choose just one thing from today's deep dive to focus on for better eye health, what would it be and why? Until next time, keep those eyes healthy and keep exploring the world with clarity.